Hi guys, welcome to a new video. My name is Sawyer Cloud. I am a full-time illustrator specializing in children's book, and today you're watching the process behind one of my very recent artworks that I did to complete my 2021 portfolio. And yeah, so I wanted to go with something about childhood, and I had these images as references, so I wanted a scene that focuses on kids having fun together, and which is something that I didn't really have when I was a child. I grew up in a small village of Madagascar, in the capital of Madagascar, and I had friends. I had many friends actually, but I also have this kind of space where I liked spending time by myself, and just imagining things. So yeah, today I'd like to talk to you about something very weird that I did when I was a kid, and let me know if you had the same experience when you were kids as well. Yeah, so as I've said, I grew up in a small village surrounded by rice fields, and I had this habits of just going by myself in the nearest how to say that, green space, like somewhere where I could just lie on the cross and be holding the surroundings. And when I did that, I had like existential questions like where am I from, why am I in this world, who created me, and if it is God, then who created God, and etc. So I was questioning the whole universe, and while lying on the cross just watching clouds. And yeah, so it was very strange. And actually when I did that, and there was this kind of a visual thing where everything was moving very fast. I really watched it, like I really saw this. It was not a part of my imagination, but when I had this kind of these questions, and then when I move my eyes to the surroundings, like for example the mountains, it just how to say that, it just moves like very fast, like fastly, like it becomes very far suddenly, and then it moves towards again. And when someone interrupted me during this time, I had like a horrible headache, and I just had difficulties to dive into the reality again. So I'm really sorry, I'm struggling to tell my ideas in English, but there was this kind of transitioning between the reality, what I see, and what may be the fruits of my imagination, but which was actually real as well, because I saw the things, I saw them moving around. And there was a time I considered it as my superpower, and I just thought that whenever I do this, I am capable of everything. But yeah, so as I was growing up and started to meet more people, I guess, or like having kind of routines at school and etc., I kind of lost this capacity, because when I looked at the mountains in front of our house, the mountains never move again. No, it didn't move anymore. I don't know how to say that. Like there wasn't that flashing effect anymore, and the questions became very basic to me. and I just lost that faculty, if I may say so. And yeah, so that was the short story about something weird in my childhood. But yeah, today, as I'm a grown-up person, I realized that maybe these questions were too deep for a child, for the child I was, and I just wasn't meant to question these things like God and the universe and my existence. And maybe that's why I had these strange effects in my sight, in my eyes, because my brain couldn't process the things, the questions. Yeah, so that was my logic when I grew up, and when I was growing up, and looked over all the stuffs during my childhood. And yeah. So actually it has nothing to do with the drawing you're watching, but I just wanted to share that experience with you. And I don't know if it is common. Let me know if you've had the same experience when you were children. It is very strange, and I wish sometimes I wish I was able to do that again, because it was kind of fun to just see everything moving so fast around me. And even though I had a horrible headache afterwards, but it was very fun. I felt like powerful, and I felt unique, and I felt proud to be some kind of magical creature. And if my memory is good, I was less than 10 years old. I think I was like 9 or 8 years old, but I'm not sure. But it was really in my very early childhood. So yeah, actually I was not like a isolated kid, because I had friends, but there were times I preferred just being by myself and talking to plants and talking to my toes, my doll, and sometimes even talking to myself in the mirror. And this is something that I did during a very long part of my childhood. I think I talked to invisible friends and to plants and to objects until my 13 or something like that. It lasted very long, and I was ashamed because it was not common, and people were laughing when they watched me, and I thought I was kind of weird, but I really liked it. I liked it so much that I just didn't want to stop. I liked talking to imaginary things. They were real for me, and I liked it. And so I think I'm gonna stop here. I'm really sorry again for my English. I'm practicing, but it's not obvious when you're such like a stressful person. And so thank you so much for watching. I really like this piece and I'm very proud of it. And please subscribe to my channel. And I don't post too often. I'm just trying to create contents that don't really stress me. So yeah, if you like what I'm doing here, you can stay, and please share. And if you want to support me, you can go to my Patreon page. And thank you so much again. I hope you liked it, and let me know if you had the same experience during your childhood. And thank you so much, guys. I love you all, and take care. Bye.